Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be going over Boy Beat, or kind of my version of no makeup for if I'm having a lazy day or if I don't really want to do a lot of effort or just gonna have a few like minimal blemishes to cover up. This is gonna be my routine for that. Lately, for like the last like 2-3 weeks, I haven't really been wearing much of anything at all besides my skincare. I've just kind of been letting my skin breathe and relax and take a break. But I'm gonna hop on here and again just kind of give you kind of my no makeup look. Still quite a few bitter products, but I try to use a very light hand, so let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm gonna first start off with the Herbivore Jasmine Green Tea, just kind of hydrate my face. My skin has been really dry lately. Also, I'm filming in my bathroom and we have a skylight and it is currently raining, so if you guys hear things here and there, it's probably the rain tapping on the skylight. Next thing I'm going to go in with the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer. Again, since my skin has been a little on the drier side, I really like this one because it's basically a moisturizer and primer, and I mean, I still use a moisturizer underneath, but it's just really nice and hydrating. Let my face not be so red for a minute. So I'm going to start off with a little concealer. I like to take two different types. I don't do any like foundation when I do this. I'm going to go in with the Josie Maran Vibrancy Argan Concealer in medium for the under eye area, and then I'm going to take the Cover FX Powerplay Concealer in the shade G Medium 3, and I'm going to use this kind of like anywhere where I have little blemishes, like where I have little red spots here. I'm always red here for whatever reason. I like, don't know why. It's not really acne, like there's no bumps, but I'm just perpetually red there. And then I get a little red around here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop these on. So that one is the Cover FX Concealer. And then again with the Josie one, I'm just going to take it right on my under eyes. Like that. Now I'm going to take my Juno & Co. Microfiber Sponge. It's a little dirty, but I'm going to take this guy and then just buff everything out. I usually do my face first and leave the eyes for last. And then once I kind of blend everything out and like where I targeted it, I kind of blend it out first in that area. Then I just kind of go over my whole face with the sponge just to like distribute everything evenly so it doesn't look too heavy in any one area. But again, you're not doing like a full foundation, so it should still look pretty skin-like. So again, you can still kind of see like any like blemishes kind of in this area here where it's like minimized, but it still looks pretty skin-like. Next I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Halo Powder in medium. Just going to grind a little bit of this. And I'm going to take my Milk X Sephora Collection powder brush. I'm just going to really lightly buff this everywhere. I do like a really light layer of this. Again, just to add a little bit of coverage. And just so the powder products will blend a little better. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with bronzer. This is the Fenty Beauty. This is the Sunstalker Bronzer in Island Ting. And what I've noticed personally with this bronzer, I don't love it if I'm doing like a full beat or if I have like a really heavy foundation on, just like, you know, if I have it caked on. I don't really love this bronzer because I feel like it doesn't really show up. For me, I feel like it looks better on, obviously not like bare skin because I have things on my face, but more on like lighter weight looks. And I like it because it's matte and it's super sheer, so you really have to like build it. So I like that if you're going for like a more minimal look, because it almost, like my cheekbones are already pretty defined. So I just kind of like to enhance that so I don't look too flat. So this is nice because again it's pretty sheer. Oh, this is the Morphe and Jeffree Star JS21 brush. Again, just kind of take that anywhere sun would naturally hit, where you tend to be a little darker. Alright, I almost opted out of this step because when I do this, I usually don't wear blush just because I feel like, at least on me, it's not very natural looking. But I did just get this guy from Burt's Beast. This is the Toasted Cinnamon Blush. And Kathleen Lights has talked about this forever, and I finally got my hands on it recently. And the reason I am gonna do this is a Sonia Kush brush. This one's such a sheer blush, you can like barely, at least on my skin tone, like I feel like on Kathleen Lights, obviously she's a lot lighter than me, so it shows up really nice. On me, it like almost doesn't do anything, but in a good way. Like again, if you want to do like a no makeup look. Alright guys, we're almost done. This is actually a lot faster than I anticipated. I'm now going to go on with the Ilia multi-stick illuminator, and this is Stella by Starlight. And I really like these because they lay well really nicely over powder. It won't disturb anything that you've laid down underneath. And what I like doing is taking my ring finger and just really like warming the product up. And I've never really just like swiped it. I know some people do that and it looks great on them, but I don't trust myself with doing that. So I take it on my ring finger, let the product build up and warm up on there, and then I just kind of tap it in. Again, anywhere the light would naturally hit. You can kind of see. I prefer doing like a cream highlight when I'm doing this because it's usually not as intense and it looks a little more natural. I'm gonna take it on the brow bone. And there's no real like shimmer or anything in this either, which is really nice. Obviously there's a little bit, but it's not like glittery, chunky, like it looks super, super natural. I like this even just like on bare skin without doing anything else, just to kind of look a little more alive. Like I'm just kind of doing that C motion. I go above the brow tail and also below, like I'll take a little bit and just kind of like run it down here. And I always do it before my brow gel, that way I don't move any product, and then I can just fix the brows up afterwards with a little gel. I always take a little bit, my like brow bone is pretty prominent, so I always take a little bit right here. You can kind of see how that makes a difference from one to the other. Again, but you don't want to do too much, you want to keep it pretty natural. Alright, next I'm going to go in with the Milk Makeup Kush Brow Gel. This is in the shade Diesel, I believe it's the darkest shade. And I love this one because it gives you like nice brow definition without being too intense. Like I just gently brush it through. And I kind of go against the hair growth just to kind of stand the brows up, fluff them up a little, make them look a little more just kind of like natural. I really like that feathery look, so you can kind of see like it's definitely more defined, but it's fluffier, it's lifted, but it's not super like product-y looking. For whatever reason, my left brow just never wants to stay up, but what can you do? Right, now I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Glass Slipper. I'm just going to do a little bit of this, just because my lips are so freaking crusty lately. To anyone else that has this, does this particular shade in the Glass Slipper, does it leak for you? Because I have all the other shades and I love them, and none of them leak, but this one, whenever it's in my pocket, if it's like on its side, it's like always super tacky and gross. And I think it's because since it's clear, it's a lot thinner in consistency, like you can see the product moving a lot faster than any of the other colors. So I don't know if because of the consistency, the texture, it's like a little stickier and it leaks, which I hate. But I love the formula of the Fenty glosses, it's one of my favorites. And just to really melt everything into the skin, I'm going to go back in with the Herbivore Jasmine Green Tea Balancing Toner. Just to really melt any product in the powders that we use so it looks more natural, more skin-like. Alrighty you guys, so that is going to be my boy beat, or whatever you want to call it. I was just calling it that because again, it's kind of like that no makeup look. Again, it's just kind of more so to enhance your natural features so you feel comfortable out in the street. I feel super comfortable in my own skin without makeup, but again, this is just if I have like a lot of redness. Sometimes I get like really red on my chin area. I always have this redness here. So again, if I'm feeling like a little uncomfortable, a little like dull, this is kind of what I'll do just so it like spices things up, but it's not like a full like a beat. Obviously you can deduct or add whatever you want to this process, but this is just kind of my favorite lineup of products to use when I'm kind of on the go, want to do something quick and easy without looking like a lot. I mean, according to me, you might think this is a lot, but hey, to each their own. Alrighty guys, so that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and feel free to share what your favorite products are to do this type of look. Alright guys, I'll see you soon. Bye! Now I'm going to go in with bronzer. I'm going to be taking the Fenty Beauty